And welcome back. More than 1,000 U.S. troops are deploying to the southern border to deal with an expected surge in illegal immigration because COVID-era restrictions at the border come to an end next week, and the White House is bracing for what comes next. Fox's Doug Luzader joins us live from Washington to explain. All right, Doug, good morning.
Dina, good morning. A week from tomorrow, these Title 42 restrictions at the border are lifted, the COVID-era restrictions, and that may just open the floodgates. Immigrants are already streaming across the border, and this may be just a fraction of what we see next week. On May 11th, COVID, or Title 42 restrictions, will end, and the prospect of what that means has the White House calling on U.S. troops now to help bear the burden.
I think we'll see these troops arrive as early as May 10th and then in the coming weeks.
The troops will largely play a support role and not engage in law enforcement. And while some Democrats have criticized the move, the administration suggests it is running out of options and blamed Republicans.
Republicans in Congress refuse to act. And so the president has used the tools that he has in front of him to prepare ahead of Title 42 lifting.
And while there is a new agreement with Mexico to help tamp down border crossings, administration critics say Congress won't act without a White House commitment to do more.
It would be most helpful if the administration would start by actually enforcing the laws that are on the books. That would provide confidence, particularly to Republican members of the House and the Senate, that we could get something done.
And what may be a glaring example of the broken system, illegal immigrant Francisco Oropeza, accused of killing 5 of his neighbors last week, had been deported at least 4 times. After an intense manhunt, he was just captured.
He is behind bars, and he will live out his life behind bars.
Okay, and as far as Title 42 is concerned, we'll see how big this wave of new immigrants will be, but that may determine the role that this plays in the 2024 election. Dina.
Boy, and we know, Doug, from looking at past administrations, I mean, looking at our history, this is a tough situation where the solutions are not easy, right?
Well, the solutions are not easy. You know, Congress has tried to tackle this before. Comprehensive immigration reform is something that gets bandied about around here, but we never really seem to make much progress.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. Interesting times for sure. Doug Luzader, thank you.
Thanks.